Good morning, everybody. My name's Chef Eamon with Maine's. Hey, who was here last night? Who was here last night? Show of hands. I want to see. All right, who was here last night that had 2 cups of coffee at least? Now let me see your hands. All right. How was last night, huh? Pretty good, right? It was a good time? Excellent. Listen, today it's not over. The whole idea when you were walking around last night, the whole idea was to give you guys inspiration to take back to your restaurants, give you guys the ideas to go ahead and say, you know what? I never thought about doing this in my restaurant, but I think these are the kind of things that are going to help set our restaurants apart. Today we have more of that, and we're going to start right now with pullin' fresh mozzarella. The whole demonstration today is going to be based on a product that's available from Grande. Grande, if you're not familiar with them, they're a wonderful cheese company here in the United States. They sell a lot of fresh mozzarella and other cheeses. But you may not have known that they actually sell the curd that you can take back to your restaurant and pull yourself and then make your own fresh mozzarella. Now think about that. Would you rather try to sell your customers a mozzarella that maybe the restaurant next door is buying? Or would you like to have something that you're putting your own signature on? Now who here has met anybody that hates mozzarella? Not happen, there's no such thing. So we already know it's a product that your customer is gonna like, but this is an opportunity for you to put your own signature on it. Today, I am very, very lucky to have the company of Alessandro.
Hi,
and I have Pasquale Sorrentino from Branca restaurant up in Rochester, Pittsford to be exact. Well, actually, Pittsford, just outside of Rochester. Absolutely wonderful restaurant. If you ever have a chance to get up there to Rochester, the place is fantastic. One of my favorite things, all of the things that we've been talking about for the last couple of years, doing charcuterie in-house, curing your own meats, all this stuff, these guys have been doing it all the way along. We actually went and talked to you guys about it, and they were like, we're already doing it. Do you want to see how? So that's what we're going to do today. Instead of telling them to pull mozzarella, we're going to watch them do it. Without further ado, I'd like you to please help me welcome Chefs Pasquale and Alessandro from Branca, pullin' fresh mozzarella.
Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the executive chef. Branca is an Italian restaurant. We opened now it's 10 months. Really fresh restaurant. We try to make everything fresh in the house. And one of the ingredients we do is the fresh mozzarella. We use for pizza and caprese salad sometimes in summertime. And what else I say?
Well, what I can say is, like Chef said, that every time we have on the special the fresh mozzarella that we make house-made, the sales goes up right away. And it's very easy to make. We don't have to start from the end. We can easily get this package here and just to add milk, hot water. It's a very, very simple process. We're gonna show you how today.
Take maybe 10, 15 minutes
Yes.
from the beginning.
I never expected to be that easy with this product. So it's wonderful and it's for everybody.
Chef, I want to ask you a question. We were talking about this. There's a fine print on this bag right here, and it says, the finest of curd and in the hands of unskilled or totally abused hands.
That's my favorite one.
This is still going to get you a wonderful product. In other words, it's a very, very forgiving product. And it's really funny. It's actually, you kind of laugh, right, Alessandro, when you read that?
Yeah, when I saw this package, I said, wow, I can't believe they just wrote this. Is that a joke for me? Or actually, this is wonderful. But it's true, and you'll see it now today. So I think we are ready to start, okay?
Yeah,
So
and break it down.
the first thing we do is to break down the curd. And as I'm sure you know, curd here comes from whole milk because it's illegal to buy raw milk in New York State anyways. Right? I mean, we're Italians, we know how to get it, but I better not say that too loud. So you can break it down as quick as possible. It doesn't have to be in small pieces. It can be big chunks, small chunks. The important thing, as we'll see later, is when we mix it, when we stir in the pot, the important thing is the knots. But you'll see that later in the next process. Now, Pasquale is putting hot water and salt back in the day in Italy, they used sea salt
usually-
from the ocean, from the Mediterranean.
We do, the recipe is 2-liter water, 4 ounces sea salt, 1 quart all milk.
Am I breathing too much? Is that me?
Anyway, Alessandro is a pizzaiolo,
Yes.
and
So I use this mozzarella quite a lot. We go through 100 pounds a week. Maybe more.
You guys pull 100 pounds a week?
Probably around that.
yeah,
Hey, a couple of things while these guys are waiting for this to warm up. It's important to use gloves when you're using this product because there's a lot of acid in the way. You don't want that to actually adversely affect your hands. And then another thing is, these guys are showing you the way that they like to do it. Mozzarella, when you're pulling, sometimes it's as varied as the people that are actually doing it. You might have a certain way that you like to do it. We're gonna, when we're done with all of this, if you ask your sales rep, we're gonna be able to provide you the method that they are doing today. Also, you can go to grande.com and they have a suggested method if you want to try something else. The object, of course, is for you guys to not give up on trying to pull fresh mozzarella in your restaurant. Continue to work with it until you find something that works for you. These guys are going to show something that definitely works for them. Okay?
yeah, definitely Grande is a really good company, and we are happy about the mozzarella. We
getting
also we
crepes on my
do fresh ricotta in the house every day. It's one of the signature of the restaurant too. It's house-made ricotta with some truffle sauce. Yes. No, we
Separate.
serve truffle sauce and some crostini. That's okay. Okay.
Okay?
Now we had the curd. You can put all of this in.
All of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if you can capture, our accents are a little different. He's from Naples, and I'm from the north, near Venice. So we don't get along that much. Okay.
We fight every day.
Yeah, so
Every day.
we do.
No, he's a great
I guess we do.
pizzaiolo. Finally, after months, he knows how to make pizza.
Hey, hold on. Hey.
It's really hard because we have a wood-fired pizza oven. It's no easy to cook in the pizza, wood-fired oven.
Yeah,
The
you got-
temperature sometimes is 1,000 degrees. The style of pizza we do, it's called Neapolitan, authentic Neapolitan pizza.
Pizza verace. Sounds better verace, no? Then through pizza, through Napoleon. It's to protect the style, the ingredients, the tradition that has been going on for the past 300 years. We took a shortcut with the mozzarella, how to make the mozzarella, but because it's convenient. And it's still, you can still get house-made mozzarella, it's good.
You want to talk about a little bit about charcuterie?
Oh yes, well, that was going to be the next thing. But yes, we also make, with my family in Italy, we used to have a butcher shop and we did salami, soppressa, coppa, guanciale. The guanciale is really hard to find in America, so we started to make that as well. And then when the people see that 90% of the ingredients are house-made, they go crazy, they love it. And now the mozzarella is the final touch to the pizza.
As you can see up here, we're using an induction burner right here. All right, it's got a very heavy bottom. Takes a little while to get the
Take a
mass
little
up.
while to
And
get it.
if you can still do this over gas, just because we're using an electric burner, it will take a little bit. But
Yeah.
again,
Usually, the temperature we want is 140.
So
Right
you-
now,
Yeah,
I don't want to say when it's 90.
So we're going to
Are
continue
you
to
sure
tell
it's
you
not in
stories.
Is that in Celsius?
Yeah.
No, that's good. No, 91. Okay.
You can put
Yeah,
up.
we can speed up the process. Well, we have the burner usually. This is the electrical, so it might take a little longer.
So in the meantime, like anything in cooking, you can have something very mediocre fast, or you can have to wait for something that's absolutely wonderful. So we're going to wait a little bit. But in the meantime, these guys have got a bunch of other stuff ready to go. Because once we get through this curd is going to start waking up, and then we'll get it to the point where they can start to pull it. Eventually, what you want to have on the side here is some cold water, right, chefs?
Yes.
Has anybody here had fresh, warm, freshly pulled mozzarella? Yeah? Some people have. Is there anything better than that? Nah. So it's totally worth waiting. Now, another thing to keep in mind when we're doing the mozzarella, while this is warming up, is you got all sorts of other stuff. Right now, what are we at? Okay. Early May? Pretty soon you're going to start talking about local produce. You're going to start getting into herbs and stuff like that. One of the biggest trends that we're seeing out there is seasonal cooking, farm to table. As you know, Maine's is a pride of New York house, so we actually do a lot of this other stuff with local New York growers. As you come down here and talking to the produce guys, you have some time to start maybe practicing your mozzarella. So by the time the fresh tomatoes start coming out in here, you'll be an absolute hopefully a master of pulling fresh mozzarella in time to start doing this. And then, the nice thing about this stuff is that it only comes in about a 10-pound case. So you're not looking at it like this massive investment to mess around, okay? It's not like you're going to lose like your restaurant if it doesn't work out.
Where's it Where's the thermometer?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Better?
98. We got 40 degrees to go.
Oh, so it's 100
So
now?
I'll tell you a joke in the meantime. So he teases me that in
We
Venice
have
I was
all day
a
here. We can
gondolier.
stay
I
here
was
all
in Venice.
day.
So when I picked this up first, I was going like this. Like I was rowing the gondola in that. But that's not what I was. That's my kind of jokes at 11 in the morning. It's important that when you stir it, that you press against the edges of the pot, so that helps to break it through.
Oh, you're warming up, okay.
Oh, yeah. Questo è al massimo, so.
È al massimo.
400?
No, è più di così non va.
In case you guys want to check this out, I'm going to pass this around if anybody wants to take a closer look at it, just to get yourself an idea of how this feels. And
Possiamo
looks.
usare questo?
There's two of these
Vediamo
actually
se
in a
possiamo
case.
usare questo.
That's what you're going to
Oh, wow.
expect to get.
Sì?
No?
No? Ah, sì.
Dici qualcosa?
Che te?
I'm going to ask some questions now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Think this thing's going to heat up?
I hope so.
We tried two gas ones.
You have a gas?
I have two gas ones. The portable gas ones?
Yeah.
Want to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be okay.
Then you use two of them, right? So the thing doesn't fall off. Try to get one more. Okay?
One more?
We're gonna switch to gas. I love gas. That's the best. So you want me to sing while I go this? Like this? Huh? Yeah?
What's the temperature? Yeah, we need a.
Well, tradition requires the wood, but metal is fine as well. Yeah.
Move it.
Want me to move it?
There you go. It's much better.
Lion?
Okay.
Oh.
Yep. Okay.
That's probably going to work a bit better, right?
Yeah.
How are we doing that temperature now?
Oh, it's going up. Yeah, 110.
Oh, good. Alessandro, do you want to hold on to this so we don't drop
Yep.
it? I'm going to go out there and ask some
Yep.
questions.
So as you can see, it's becoming more homogeneous. As it starts to reach the temperature of 140, it will become a one big uniform clock. And then we're gonna pull it up.
Now I can see that starting to warm up now.
Now, yes. It's much better. Yeah, 115.
Oh yeah.
Can we, chef, we can do this? Take this off.
You want to get rid of it?
Yeah.
What? Oh. Oh, it's okay. Perché vuoi spostarti in mezzo? O?
No, dopo quando bolle
Ah.
lo metto lì.
You want them to get rid of this, right?
No. Ma la vuoi che la toglia o no?
Sì.
Ah, ok. Non ci capiamo neanche in italiano. No? I say sometimes we don't understand each other in Italian either. So I wasn't joking before when I said we have different accents,
Dialects.
dialects. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the temperature?
130.
130.
130.
130. Almost.
Now we're cooking with gas, literally. Thank you for your patience, everybody, by the way. So when you're actually doing this back in your restaurant over flames,
Yeah.
Yeah, now watch
make
out.
sure that you got some eyewear on, and you're good.
Te lo tengo.
Handle.
No, te lo tengo.
No.
Ce la fa lui?
Yeah.
Ok. Ma piano, piano, con calma.
I don't want to burn
Non
you
t'agitare.
guys. Pull out.
Pull out? Or do you want to put it here?
Not now. Couple minutes.
Let us know. Almost there.
Whoa, look at that.
Starting to look like something I want to eat. You're pulling that right against the sides to help form that curve. Right?
See, when I was talking about earlier about the filaments, the knots, that's the important thing. You don't want to see knots. It has to be nice and smooth and even all the way through. It's very simple, and you can abuse it. It says it on the package.
Check the temperature.
But we are
Alessandro.
skilled. No, not
What's the
skilled.
temperature?
The temperature. Oh, what's the temperature? Where are you? Here. Temperature. Oh, there you go. 134. 138.
134.
Yeah.
You want to mention that infrared
Yeah. This is an infrared thermometer that we use actually in the pizza oven to measure the temperature of the base where we cook the pizzas. But we find it useful for this too. So. Getting there. Yep. Yes, exactly. Man. Yes, to make it a nice filamento. It's an Italian filament, a line, a smooth line.
Alessandro, how's
What?
your fire over there? Fire okay?
Where?
Underneath the flame?
Yeah.
How you doing on your flame?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
How was it? 140?
140. Okay.
All right,
very
now we
great.
can pull out.
Want me
Still
to-
working a little bit.
Okay, now the process has to be very fast before
Yeah.
the temperature drops.
You know, keeping cooking.
Yeah. Ok, la rompo? Già?
No, 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 no.
Aspetti un po'. Vabbè.
Mantiene la pentola.
And then, once we make the balls, we're gonna drop it in this
Cold water.
in the cold water with salt, and that's gonna form across the round. And that's where you can put your signature. You can add your personal skills to it, because you can. In this process, in the last process, is where you'll give the final touch, the final taste to the mozzarella. You'll find that when you slice it, you'll find parts that are harder than others. Especially if you use it fresh in a salad, if it's cold. If it's in a pizza, it doesn't matter because it melts. But okay, ready?
Take some liquid out.
While you guys are working?
What do you want?
Take some liquid out. Where's the bowl?
For what?
I need to take some liquid.
Ah, okay.
What do you need, some ice?
Bowl. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, we take some liquid out. Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
You just tried to take some out so you prevent some from overcooking.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Bravo.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So now, the process is very fast. You break it apart.
Sorry.
You make a ball. When you do the ball, do you see, well, I don't know where to show it to you or here, but anyway, in the camera. You push it through on the other side. And then, here's where the word mozzarella comes from. Mozzare, to break apart. Mozzare means to break. That's it. Very easy. Okay?
There is somebody want to come here help us? Some.
You
No.
Let's go.
You can come to the restaurant too. Free wage. I use the gloves so that it gives it the nice texture.
Attaboy.
But it's also sanitary too. So now this is one size that we make because that's how we got used to it. This is about 10 ounces. But some people can do, if there was the two of us, we can also pull it.
Alessandro,
Yeah.
what you asked for, we have a volunteer.
Oh,
Okay,
oh, wow.
it's-
I didn't think somebody would take it seriously.
Hey, we got a volunteer.
Usually,
Where you from?
Cherry Valley, New York.
Cherry Valley.
Yeah.
Cooperstown. Cooperstown. What's your name?
Spencer?
Spencer.
okay,
Very nice
Spencer.
to
And what's
meet
your
you,
name?
Spencer.
Lisa.
You're adventurous.
from
It's
you?
really hot.
Core.
Be careful.
Core Restaurant. Is that a new restaurant that located in Syracuse?
Go ahead. I'll give it.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Push it through. Don't leave a lot of stuff back there.
So just push
Push it through. Yeah. Make sure that when you. Very good.
There you go.
And now you cut it off. There you go. There
So
you
did
go.
everybody hear Alessandro when he talked about the word mozzarella comes from the actual action word of mozza, to pinch, right?
Exact. To cut off.
To cut up,
To break off.
to break off.
Yeah. Here's another one I can show you. Instead of making the ball, you can make a knot.
Treccia.
Hey, voila.
Yeah. There you go.
Lisa from Core, a new restaurant in Syracuse.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a little. Like that. And then you cut it here.
No, that's good. That's very good.
So think about this. As a team building experience in your restaurant, this can be really, really fun to do, right?
It is.
Maybe
It
the
is
attitude's getting a little dull in the kitchen. Everyone's kind of bored and tired. Order a case of grande mozzarella curd and watch everybody come together as a family right
Yeah,
over
you-
a hot
that's
cauldron
why
of milk.
Usually
Yeah.
fast possible.
They come around even faster when they have to eat it.
Hey, we got some experts up here. I want to know anybody out here. Quick, some questions for these guys. Over here.
I want to know why the milk.
The milk is added to melt down the curd, because
Why not just salted water?
no, the solid water comes after to make to give it the crust on the outside. When we do it here, yeah, that's right. We add the milk to the pot so that it stays inside. The milk now you don't see it, but once you're gonna go slice it, you're gonna see that the drops of milk coming out. That's because of adding it in the beginning.
And when are you going to see it? Because we're going to cut some of this mozzarella up, and we're actually going to give anybody who wants to get a chance to try it. Mozzarella is almost like bread, right? You have these filaments, and then inside the filaments you have liquid. In this case, instead of just water, it's going to be milk.
We never made it without milk. I don't know if it works. I don't think it works. Just with the water.
So you got your answer, right, Bob?
Well,
Excellent.
the rennet, if I can add something. If I can add something to that, this particular curd, okay, they started with whole milk, rennet, and so you don't have to go through the whole process of making la cagliata, the caglio, okay, and to have the wheat, which is the serum leftovers, all that kind of stuff. You can avoid all that process. So that's why they say to add the milk, probably to reactivate that process that was stopped in the curd. From before, yeah.
More questions in the audience.
Yeah, also, it's 2 liter water and 1 liter, because I think we need a milk to give a flavor to the mozzarella.
Yeah.
And when you guys try it, you're going to see. You'll be able to taste it. Anybody else have any questions for these guys up here on stage? It's a great opportunity. It doesn't have to be just about mozzarella. You can talk about Branca. Oh, here we go.
What'd you get?
Idolo, you got a question?
Form it into one big ball and then slice
Yeah,
it.
yeah, we can get to it.
Yeah, you
This-
can make.
the recipe that we,
Yes, you can.
that we use is from the Pizza Association.
you can-
Pizza
it's a lot of work.
Brace,
You
but
can put
you
it
make
here
up
and
your
then
own
work
recipe.
it.
You can
So the-
add,
on
so
the
the-
table.
put less.
Yes, it's like when you do the pizza dough. You know, you can make a couple of
When it
pounds,
starts to
5
cool
pounds,
down, it
10
gets
pounds.
tougher. Yeah.
So the question on the floor, in case anybody didn't hear it, can you just make one big giant mozzarella ball?
Sure.
The answer is yes.
The thing
As
ab-
you can tell, it's quite a bit of effort to be able to turn that much curd into a big ball. So,
Yeah.
but yes, you could. Oh,
I'm afraid
chefs.
that when if you
Yes.
if you raise
Question on the floor
temperature,
again.
I'm afraid
Can
the
you
protein
explain
will
what's the
break too
difference
much,
between fresh
'cause
mozzarella
that would be
and
a way to get
burrata?
it less tough
Burrata?
if the temperature is higher.
Alessandro.
Yes.
That's your.
I'm sorry. What's that?
What's the difference between Poland fresh mozzarella? How would you make burrata using a product like this? Could you?
Burrata,
Yeah.
first of all, burrata, the milk is buffalo milk.
Bufala,
Bufala.
which is an Asian cow, not to confuse with the American bison. It's a cow with horns like this.
And the difference
No,
is
because some people.
the burrata is really creamy. We usually use more milk than water, and the process is gotta be fast. That way, after we roll it, it's more milk inside. It's more tender and more
Like creamy?
Yeah,
creamy.
it
Yes.
holds in more milk
I see.
than the mozzarella. Mozzarella, it's a little drier.
I see.
But if you make this one we can cut it and slice it and use it fresh,
And that's what we're going to do, too.
and that's what we're gonna do. Right? And tomorrow, if it's too dry, you can use it for all the recipes in the pizza.
So you really can't, you're not going to lose anything.
No,
No.
never. Never lose it.
How long would it stay if you after you pull it and you put it in the brine and then you refrigerate it? How long will it last?
For us, we always constantly running out. We are increasing the
Couple
production,
days?
but I think a couple days.
That's a good answer. So the answer is it doesn't last.
would
It's-
never-
it
No.
sells too fast.
two,
It's
3
also
days. 2-3 days.
Okay,
Keep
perfect.
in the same water in the
Oh, keep it in the same brine?
brine. Yes.
Okay. Got another question for you guys. That was your question.
And the
The
best.
question is, you do store it in the brine?
Yes.
Cool.
And the best. What am I talking about?
Oh, we have a question from somebody that might know it. Well, what do you have to say?
I'll just say,
store it in the brine, but we recommend using a utensil or a glove when you pull it out of the brine. You don't want the oils on your skin to break that brine down any quicker. So.
That's right from the Grande representative's mouth.
Also, we prefer the best way you eat mozzarella. You keep room temperature before you eat it. You don't want to eat when it's cold.
Don't eat it when it's cold.
No,
So actually, you want to eat it right now.
Yes.
All right, Katie, you're going to take more questions in the field while I caught up mozzarella for everybody. Does anybody have any more questions? Please ask questions. This is great. This is what it's all about.
The recipe that we use is the one that Pasquale got from the Association of True Napolitan Pizza Verace, Napoletana. But then that doesn't mean that we have to follow exclusively that recipe. I'm sure there are several other ways to make it, and that's when you come in with your own skills to make it personalized for your restaurant. Yeah.
This is a big one. You have a.
Katie, you get more questions?
I know I've seen smoked mozzarella.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you think I'd go about making that? Like, what would you use to smoke it?
Smoke.
Yeah.
If you have the smoke house.
Smoker, yeah.
Yeah, after.
So it's not like the liquid or anything. I see. Okay.
No. I don't think you can smoke the curd. You smoke after you make the mozzarella.
Okay.
What I actually have seen some people do, some chefs, they instead of breaking off the balls to make it the mozzarella, to cut off, they kept the whole thing, and then they tie it with
with string
with the string, with the same that you use to do the salamis, kind of. And that way you have a uniform piece of mozzarella that you can smoke entirely instead of having small little pieces.
Yeah, usually they tie it too. They use a big stake, they put like that, and then they accendono il fuoco con la paglia. Come si chiama?
The caciocavallo is kind of the same thing. I'm sure you heard that. Yeah, it's the same process. I mean, the beginning at least.
We have a question over here, Pasquale.
Yes.
Put a less
Is there a dessert preparation that you can use with that product?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Something for dessert that you use the mozzarella for?
For desserts?
Yes.
I'm not a pastry chef, but I have seen it.
What was the question?
Question was, can you have a preparation for dessert with that product?
I have to have a preparation for dessert? Can you? Yeah. Oh, can I? No, I don't. I don't have any preparation for that.
Mozzarella? If we use mozzarella for, what was the question?
Dessert.
Yes. I had a really ice cream with, the buffalo mozzarella. You can do some ice cream. Yeah.
I've seen videos where they make it with just the salt water and they don't add the milk. Does that give it a different flavor or consistency?
Without milk?
With using the milk. I've seen it done without using milk,
With
just the salt and the salt water.
Yes.
Not adding the quart of milk like you did. Does that give it a different flavor or a different consistency?
Yeah, I think the consistency, because if you don't put the milk, now when we go slice it, you can see the drops of milk coming out, and this is exactly how the Napolitan Pizza Association wants it. They want to see a mozzarella that when you cut it, it's not too dry, so that's why they give us this recipe.
I never made it without. I don't know what's the flavor when you cut the mozzarella, if watering.
Yeah, we've been trying to be consistent and always have the same exact recipe. We use the same ingredients. I'm sure you can, though. So was it fun?
You guys have fun?
Yeah?